Hibbert also supported the transition team for the City of Newark's mayor, Cory Booker. He's a proud member of First Baptist Church of Lincoln Gardens in Somerset, New Jersey, where he serves as a technology advisor and a walking deacon. That's about it. Born in Brooklyn, raised in Plainfield, New Jersey, he's proud of his Panamanian heritage. He holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Mechanical Engineering from Rutgers University and is currently pursuing an executive MBA from the Rutgers Business School. He is happily married to his wife, Petrell, and resides in Franklin Park, New Jersey with their sons, Caleb Joseph and Joshua Christopher. Please welcome to the hall, Lawrence and Hibbert.
Thank you so much. First and foremost, I would like to thank God for the marvelous work that He's begun in my life. I am truly humbled by His love and truly humbled by what He is doing in my life. Again, this is a tremendous honor. In accepting this wonderful award, I recall a time I spent with one of our deacons at First Baptist Church, Deacon Stephen Presley. As a younger deacon at our church, we had as many times the opportunity to help some of our members. We were boarding a car to funeralize one of our members at the church, and Deacon Presley whispered over to me a verse that stays in my mind. He said, "The greatest among you will be your servant, for whoever exalts him will be humbled, whoever humbles himself will be exalted." This verse describes a spirit of service that I've sought throughout my life. That desire to help others, to support others, to share with others, to love others. For me, that spirit was born at home. My parents, who came from Panama to give us a better life, instilled values of hard work, dedication to a cause, love of God, and love of family. I can recall when I was 8 years old, my father working diligently on my homework. You know, he used to drill me with these multiplication tables, 2 times 2, 3 times 3, 3 fourths, and constantly making sure that we stayed on top of our work. Not only did he do that, he used to give us summer assignments. He was never too tired and never unavailable. For him, school and education was the hope. Many nights, his evening began when mine ended. You see, my father tried to go back to school during my primary years, but he was unsuccessful. As a union worker and sheet metal mechanic, he attempted to pursue a dream of being an engineer. The pursuit had eluded him since his time in Panama, when he had to turn down a partial scholarship to Purdue University because he didn't have enough money. On those nights that he told me to go to bed, I watched him from the staircase as he poured through calculus books and physics textbooks to see if he could finally finish that degree. For years he pressed to the mark until he could do no more. Instead, he took that energy and put it into his children. That was his great success. My sister and I, products of my parents' unyielding love and support, through my father's and mother's example, we learned what service meant. It meant considering the needs of others greater than your own. At Rutgers, life continued to teach me about service. I saw it day in and day out in our student organizations and through our alumni. It was personified in our elders, like Dean Donald Brown, like Dr. Leonard Bethel. It drew me with an inviting voice. The spirit permeated this campus between 1990 and 1995. It was a positive energy that touched us all. The one thing that I didn't know about service was what it would teach me. I thought it was about giving. However, I was given so much by it. Mahatma Gandhi says the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others, or to others. Through my experience of service, I became more aware of my own talents and my own mission in life. Before Rutgers, I thought I would just be an engineer. After Rutgers, I knew I could be much more. Through each experience, more of God's precious gifts were revealed to me. In EOF, I learned how to be humble and to fight. In MEET, the Minority Engineering Educational Task, the Rutgers chapter of the National Society of Black Engineers, I learned I could follow, I could organize, I could inspire, I could lead. In the African Student Congress, probably the predecessor to the Black Student Union, I learned I could dream and build with other brothers, be it through 100 Black Men on the Paul Robeson Club. In engineering, I learned I could persevere and be victorious despite where I started. And with my brothers, Randy and Dallas, Jeffrey, I learned I could create a company out of nothing and galvanize people towards a specific mission. I'm deeply moved by this award from the Rutgers African American Alliance. I want to thank the nominating committee and the executive board for all making this possible. I just must give a couple of shout outs in closing. First, to my fellow inductees, I'm so proud to be at this podium with you. To my family, to my parents can't be here today, but to George and Melita Hibbert, I love them and I thank them. To my sister who is here, Taifa, she just continues to support me and I love her. To my in-laws, Lorenzo and Olivia Jones, thank you for your love and your support. It's been undying. To my grandfather who is no longer here, but who was my greatest inspiration, he taught me a simple thing. He said, just practice what you preach, be about what you say. I want to thank certainly my friends and families from Plainfield, all those that are here at Rutgers. I see many brothers and sisters in which we fought during those early 90s, you know, to be able to build institutions here at this university. To my teachers and advisors, including Dean Brown and Dr. Eileen Rosen and Dr. Leonard Bethel, thank you. To Oliver Quinn, my mentor, thank you. To my church family at First Baptist who give me spiritual direction and give me strength, I thank them. To my family at VCT who has been here, I appreciate them and love them for the way that we work together and find a way to humbly galvanize around a single purpose bigger than any one of us. To my co-laborers, my brothers, Dallas, to JR, to Randy, I love you. I thank you so much for what you've been able to do. You know, Randy has taught me commitment and perseverance in a way that has forever changed my life. To JR, he's taught me leadership and vision in a very special way that I can use it to be able to propel my personal endeavors. And to Dallas, my best man in my wedding, the godfather to my son, he's taught me support, he's taught me love, and taught me service. To my children, Caleb and Joshua, I love them more than life. They're not here today, they better be in bed. and to my wife, Patrell Hibbert, she is the picture of a virtuous woman. She's the best friend, my soulmate, my love. She's a reflection of God's love for me. And she's truly my strength and my partner. You know, they talk about, you know, people say, I see you all over the place. Well, you're able to see me all over the place because my wife is holding it down. She's holding it down. And I appreciate her and love her. So in part, I accept this award on behalf of my family, on behalf of my wife. I encourage you to serve and commit to continue this work wherever I go. Peace and God bless.